Peeling zucchini. Why? So the first meal we'll be cooking today, guys, is an egg white omelette. So I've been having this as my staple in this cutting diet recently. Reason being, it just tastes like a proper omelette, but it is high protein, it's pretty low fat, and you can just use whatever vegetables you like with it. So I'm not gonna cook the vegetables today because it's easy and boring. You guys don't need to see that, but I'll show you how I do the omelette. So what you'll need is butter. So just to grease the pan, get it nice and slick. I like to use just cartoned egg whites, but if you want to buy normal eggs, you can and separate them. But we'll be using about 250 mils of the egg whites too. So that'll give you about 25 grams of protein there. And then secret ingredient is low-fat cheese. So this is an absolute lifesaver for me. So we'll be using about 40 grams of this. If you don't want to use cheese, you can just chuck a couple extra yolks back in there. But I find it just tastes like so much more like an actual omelette because it's like rich, especially when you put a bit of butter with it too. And because we're getting fancy today as well, we've got some herbs. So cheeky herb garden at the back, thank you. And we've got parsley and we've got chives. So that'll just add a bit more flavor too. And because we're Australian, we've got some sauce. So low sugar ketchup, this is like another little hack that I've been using lately. It tastes like the real thing and it's got like nothing in it. So we're gonna mix all this together, cook it on a heat, and I'll show you guys how I do the omelette. Okay, so what you wanna do is add the herbs and salt and pepper into your egg mix. So let's see if we can do this without making a mess. Nah, the struggle. Just a bit of salt. Always overdoing the salt. So give that a mix. Now a lot of people use oil when they're making omelettes, but if you use butter, it just tastes so much better. Do you know how funny it is how many people pick up on the way that I say butter? Like they think it's funny. I should start saying butter. Is that right?
So you're supposed to say?
I think so. They think it sounds funny. So take your butter, grease your pan. That sounds odd. But this is probably gonna be just a couple grams. So be sure to like line the edges of it as well. So show you how I do it. Just wait for it to heat up a little bit. So I'll give you guys a little hack here. If you're making omelettes or pancakes, as we'll see soon, what you want is either like you want a hot pan, but then you also want like a lid. Either a lid to put on top or chuck it under the grill. A lot of times I just put it under the grill. It's much easier, but we'll use a lid today. So this will help cook the top. Let's chuck it in. Okay. Smells good. Now, one thing that I've found helpful as well is when you're cooking omelettes, you want to kind of scramble the center of the pan. So just like slow circles as if you're scrambling it. Don't scramble the edges, because what you want is like you want the bottom and edges to stick and cook, and then you want the middle to kind of slowly cook, and then you can flip it. Otherwise it won't cook evenly. So slowly like just stir the middle. Oh, we're getting a bit of heat here.
Oh, you're gonna burn up.
I better not burn this. Let's put the cheese in. And we'll chuck the lid on, hopefully cook some of that through. I like to wait. Just wait and monitor, just observe it. Sometimes I just tell it stories. Comfort it. You want your eggs to feel comfortable when they're cooking, guys. You don't want to make them feel scared. They're already getting burned. Yeah, it's getting there, we're cooking. I have a feeling this is gonna be, this is gonna stick. So what you can do as well is, because you're making these little holes like that, make a couple of them, and then just do this. Give it a little swish, just so it starts to cook a bit more and it evens it out a bit. Otherwise you'll be left with all this, like just runny egg in the middle. And with egg whites, you just don't want that. It is disgusting to say the least. So then we're gonna turn the heat down and that'll just slowly cook. Otherwise you'll burn the bottom of it. And if you burn egg whites, oh, it is literally one of the worst tasting things I've ever had. It's disgusting, so you don't want to do that. Okay guys, so meanwhile, while this is cooking, I want to introduce a little segment here for you guys. So what I want you to do is choose one of these recipes today, make it, tag me in it and post on your Instagram stories so I can see. And the best one will get a shout out for the next video. So make sure you also hashtag MassiveFam in it as well and tag me in the post. Now I think this should be nearly done. Yeah, good. So what you want to do now is, that's basically cooked. So just, you want to run this little spatula along the edges here, try to unstick it. Please don't stick, please don't stick. Omelette flips are always, it's a nightmare. Oh, this is feeling very sticky. Okay, I have made better ones. Let's do the old flip, let's see how this works. Not bad, not bad. Definitely done better, but that'll do. And yeah, like I said, because I'm half Australian, so the sauce is key. Do you like sauce with eggs, Hafiy? Yeah, I love it. I reckon it's... We will see. Somebody in the comments will say, what absolute idiot puts sauce with eggs, or ketchup. But this is like one of my go-to meals, and I have this with basically as much vegetables as I'm feeling in the morning. So I'll either have like green beans, broccoli, or anything just on the side. But you guys don't really need to see that. I mean, vegetables are vegetables. So this is meal one, egg white omelette. Definitely tasty, high protein, pretty low fat and low carb as well. Alright guys, so next meal we have on the list is a protein pancake. Now I've made another protein pancake video before and it was super low calories. So literally what you can do if you want is just mix whey protein with straight egg whites, cook it, it'll be a bit rubbery, but it has the lowest macros ever. So that's more like a snack. But because we're like dealing with breakfast today, I thought I'd have to bulk it up with a bit more calories. So either use like oats and blend them up, or today we're using coconut flour. So I'll run you through the ingredients. We've got 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites, so we'll separate those. We've got 30 grams of whey protein, so we've got vanilla oxy whey here, tastes the best I've found. And then we've got about 30 grams of coconut flour. So this is like really high fiber. So if you guys are keto or like gluten-free or something, that's pretty much perfect. And what we're gonna do is cook that with a bit of coconut oil and then top it with Chobani yogurt, low fat, and sugar-free maple. So it looks like the perfect pancake and it tastes pretty sick as well. If you guys wanna like mix it, you can, but it is so much easier to blend it, I found. So we'll just start by separating these. Oh, the double yolker. Catch you later, yolks. Another one. Would you believe it, Hafiy? These eggs like enhanced. Are these eggs natty? And another one. There we go. We'll keep one of them and we'll leave the twin out. Are these actually just double eggs? All right, so get your genetically mutated eggs, add the protein, and the flour. And literally guys, that is it. I'm just gonna go blend this up. So again, we don't wanna get this too hot because if you burn a pancake, you suck. Bit of coconut oil this time. And if you wanna put baking powder in this, you can, but I think it should work just fine without it. Yeah, that's real thick. Could even add almond milk. It's probably a bit thicker than I'd usually have, but let's try it. We'll see how we go. A couple of berries in here, just for the aesthetics of it really. And we're gonna wait for the bottom of this to cook, and then this time we're gonna put it under the grill because it's a lot quicker, and then the berries tend to cook a bit more too. This is good to go now under the grill. So again, if you wanna use a lid, just do that, but this is a bit better. So this will be the dressing of choice with a couple of berries on top too. If you guys want to make it lower calorie, just take out some egg yolks. If you want to make it higher calorie, add some oats in there, maybe a bit of almond milk to balance out the consistency. But really, you guys can play around with it. But this is kind of like the stock standard. It should be around 400, maybe a bit less than 400 calories, which in my opinion is a good cutting breakfast. Kind of the average. Oh, that looks good. Check this out. It's already like starting to pop up. It looks real good. Check that out. Oh, we're a bit sticky. A bit sticky today. Nice. So we're running low on Chobani here, but I'll make do with what we've got. You don't need a lot. It's kind of just like for the consistency, and so it's not too dry. This is how I like it. Looks a bit strange. Bear's looking at this. It's so hard right now. And the maple. Just a tiny bit, just a drop. Just a couple of drops. And some more aesthetic blueberries too, because why not? Yep, done. That looks sick. So that is a protein pancake, pretty stock standard. And it's actually quite filling because it's like thick and it's got the protein and flour too. Check it, close up. Hey! Bring it back next to its friend. There we go, sit him down. All right guys, and the final recipe for today is Oats. So always oats for breakfast for most people, but we're doing a little bit different. So we are adding zucchini. So this is what I put in my protein ice cream. I think zucchini is literally one of my favorite things. Not because it's fun, it's because it adds like a lot of volume, but without adding flavor. So especially if you peel it, it doesn't taste like anything. It just adds a lot of volume to it. So that's why if you put it in your oats, you can stir it through and it'll just like thicken it up a lot. So we're only using 60 grams of oats here, and we've got 30 grams of whey protein, again the vanilla, about half a zucchini, and just about 150 grams of frozen berries. So we're gonna put some boiling water in the oats, microwave that, and then slowly just add everything through. So basically add enough water just to cover the oats. And then don't add your protein too early because it can kind of burn and it goes a bit gross. So protein very last. So I'm gonna say that 2 minutes in the microwave is all we need for the oats. That should cook them, especially when you add boiling water first. And then we'll put the zucchini in, microwave it again, berries, then the protein. So let's add this zucchini in. Zucchini of the gods, shredded. Dude, look at the body fat in that zucchini. It's shredded. It's grated actually. But look at that, see that's added, like, looks like it's doubled the consistency there. And I guarantee you it doesn't taste any different. The same way I eat ice cream with zucchini when I make it. My protein ice cream has zucchini in it. It volumizes it, you can't taste it, I swear. And or either that or when you're dieting, everything tastes good. So you're eating zucchini thinking this is just the sweetest thing ever. That's sweet. Back in the microwave for about a minute. Just make sure everything's all cooked. So finally, once it's cooled a little bit, then we can add the protein in. Now always stuff this up, protein goes everywhere. Let's try, be patient. Don't be scared of the zucchini, Hafiy. You weren't scared of it last night. We are just kidding, guys. We're a family-friendly YouTube channel, I swear. Don't demonetize me. Okay, yeah, demonetize. Okay, done. So that is it. That is very simple. There's only 60 grams of oats in there, but if you weighed this whole thing, it'd be so much heavier. I mean, because you've got the water, zucchini, the berries as well. So that'll actually fill you up a lot more. So it's like a good thing if you're decreasing calories and say you're having 100 grams of oats, easy. Go back to 60, add some zucchini in there. You've got the same amount of volume, but for less calories. So a little hack there. So there we have it, guys. We've got 3 of the best cutting breakfasts that I've been having. The egg white omelette with sauce. The protein pancake that is absolutely delicious. And the oats with zucchini. Don't judge until you try it. Actually, I'm gonna try it right now just for the record. Dude, that's good. That is so good. I better try this pancake as well. It's nice, isn't it?
Yo!
It's good. Told ya.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, game changer. All right, get a bit of this pancake. Oh.
Why are you so fancy? Just use your hand.
I'm not gonna use my hand. Look at that. Get this closer. That's like the perfect pancake cut ever. A bit of maple. That is so legit. That is amazing. I'll give a blueberry to Bear. Hey Bear. Nice. And we better taste this. Even though I'm disappointed because usually when you do it, it's hot, so the cheese like melts, but this is like had a lot of time to cool down. But that's like cooked, that's cooked very well. Tooting my own horn, crazily. See, nice cheese in the middle there. Yeah, good. That's actually really good. The herbs make it, I swear, they are so good.
It's from your garden.
Yeah, if you guys need herbs, just come to my garden. Bang, that is it. All right guys, so that is it for today's episode really. I'll put all the macros here, you guys will see it all. These are my top 3 cutting breakfasts, and like I said, you can adjust this however you like. If you want to add more calories or take away calories, depending on, you know, the girls might need to take some calories out of this. It depends what your diet's like. But this is like a good baseline, you can start from here and adjust from there. Now, For the next episode, guys, I want you to comment any ideas you have, recipes to cover, maybe like lunches or dinners or anything you're struggling with. But otherwise, that is it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And you guys know what to do. Stay massive.
All these sexy jeans in my section and slide into your DMs in the PM and the AM. Then I slide into your feelings when you see just what I'm saying.